We're live.
Wow, finally.
So we need at least 2 people watching to start this live stream.
So we had a little bit of technical difficulties, to say the least. Don't you think?
Yeah.
She'll join us soon.
Yeah. I'm texting the audience. Hopefully.
So anyway, so this is...
No, we need 2 people.
Oh.
At least 2 people.
Gotcha.
Remember? Wait. Yes. Hi, Grace.
Hi, Grace.
Now we need at least one more person, or we could just start right now.
I say we just start.
Yeah,
let's not make her wait.
Yeah, let's just start right now. Okay, so oh wait, I forgot to do the intro. Hi, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. It's your favorite teenage toast wearing her favorite leather jacket. I'm going to start wearing it for all of the episodes. Also, the iconic Camphalfblood shirt. Mila Rose Martinez.
And I am Misty, the Christian mom who is thebomb.com. And we are in our final 2 chapters.
Yeah. Also, our first live episode. How does it feel to be live? Watched by 2 people. No.
Sorry. Y'all will see where that comes in a little bit.
Yeah.
I apologize in advance. She already knows I'm cray.
Yep.
So anyhow, chapter 21 is
you forgot to answer my question. How does it feel to be live? How does it feel to be watched by... how does it feel to be watched by my 2 best friends?
Oh, it feels wonderful. Hi, Liv.
Liv is the...
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Your boss at school.
No.
Oh.
Different. That's Reagan.
Sorry. I need to meet y'all in person so that I can start putting faces with names.
Yeah.
Well, I know Grace now because I got to meet her in person. But
anyway. So anyway, chapter 21. So where did we leave off last week?
So last week he fought Zeus, Ares,
mm-hmm.
Which I'm like, does anybody not realize he's 12? Like,
I don't think Percy realizes he's 12.
I'm like,
because I'm 12. I couldn't do that, and I'm 12.
I mean, I'm 40, and I couldn't do it.
The scythe was very big and bulky. I decided to switch it out for the sword. Anyway, yeah, Percy's 12, and he's fighting a legitimate god. And that's where we left off last week. So now on chapter 21, I said on my tab, this is where we end up now. At the end of the fight, Percy is no longer a delinquent in the eyes of America. He is now a kidnapped child who was forced on a cross-country road trip by some biker dude along with 2 other kidnapped children. That...
Really, Grover shouldn't even have gone on the trip.
I think we all agree. I think rereading, like, okay, whenever I first read the series, I think I looked up to Grover a lot. I really did. Yeah. Grover was and still is one of my favorite characters because he's an awesome best friend. He's very loyal, but he's not someone you would want to bring along a quest with, right?
No,
definitely not.
He's gonna have your back way back, way back.
Yeah,
the other side of wherever you're at back.
Yeah.
So, anyways. But so reporters feel so sorry for the kids that they collect money, or the police officers.
Oh, yeah.
They collect money and they're able to buy 3 plane tickets to get back to New York.
And, yeah. And then Percy's saying to the TV, he's just like, oh, I feel, he's basically just crying right now. He's just like, oh, every time I saw my beloved stepdad on TV calling me a delinquent punk, I knew in my heart of hearts that he really, really missed me.
Yeah. So, and he's like, and y'all, he wants to give y'all something free right now, and here's his telephone number. I would cut him if I was Smelly Gabe. I'm just saying. Just thought I would throw that
I
out
don't think Gabe has the physicals to cut him.
there. Well, he can definitely stink a brother out. He can do something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's his own personal stink bomb.
Yes, he is. So when they get to New York City, Percy tells Grover and Annabeth that they have to get back to Camp Half-Blood
Yeah.
quickly and safely and let Chiron know the whole story. But of course, they're not going to leave his side,
Yeah,
right?
they're not going to. Grover's like, man, I gotta come with you to Olympus. And Annabeth is just like, yeah, peace.
Yeah.
Peace.
Yeah, I don't even know why Grover really needed to go, but
Yeah.
anyway,
no.
that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
So Percy's like, I'm going to deliver
The Master Bolt.
to Zeus.
Oh, and by the way, on the plane, because the sky is Zeus's domain, every time Percy felt like turbulence, he would get stiff, and he didn't take like his hands off of. He didn't like unclench his hands from the seat from the armrests for the entire flight, and I assume that is a very long flight
From where to where?
from LA to New York.
Oh yeah, that's a good 6 hours probably.
Oh God, no!
One side of the country to the other.
Yeah,
Because if you think about it, from here
Like,
to either, it's
from like East Coast to West Coast.
Yeah. But anyhow, and he's too young to have like a cocktail. Sorry,
Yeah.
Percy.
Sorry.
But anyway,
So anyway, he walks into the entrance of the Empire State Building. You know, that really tall building in New York, not the Chrysler Building, but the Empire State Building.
I think everybody knows.
Yeah.
I hope.
Not the Chrysler Building, but the Empire State Building. God knows they look familiar. God knows they look similar. Anyway, he walks into the building, and he's like this kid who like hasn't slept in the last 24 hours. He's like wearing the same clothes he's been wearing for like 3 days, and he just looks a hot mess. He doesn't look hot. He looks like a hot mess.
And he tells them that he's here, and the dude's like, yeah, like they don't take visitors that are unannounced.
I love in the book it says that he was reading this Percy goes, the guard was reading this thick book with a wizard on it, and it seemed to be really, really good because the guy didn't take his eyes off of it.
Was it Harry Potter?
What big book has a wizard on it?
Harry Potter.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was Harry Potter.
Love Harry Potter. Just
okay, that's debatable.
I probably wouldn't take my eyes off either.
Yeah.
Even if it was you, I would be like, no.
No.
Get your own food.
Anyway, the guard's just like, the 600th floor doesn't exist, kid. And Percy's just like, I have an audience with Zeus. And then the guy goes, well, I have to see Zeus. And the guy goes, no audience, you don't see Zeus. And like Percy goes, well, I have the Master Bolt in somewhere in my backpack. Do you want me to get it out and show you? And the guy's like, no.
Yeah, scares him off.
Here's my key card.
Bye.
Make sure no one else is in the elevator with you. 600th floor button.
He's like, bye. Felicia.
Bye.
But it's a dude. He's like,
bye.
Adios, Juan.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I would say.
Adios, Juan.
Adios, Juan, man.
Remember that
time?
Yeah,
right. Okay. Anyway, so of course, and again, Percy's 12. Like I keep forgetting he's 12 because he does these things that are like way beyond his age.
Yeah.
Right. Like I feel like he should have like a checking account and a savings account and a 401k.
Wow.
I mean, the way
he's 12.
Well, I mean, I feel like he's 32. So, but anyway, so he rides up to the 600th floor.
By the way, can you guys hear us good? Because the microphone thing, it's not really. Can you guys hear us good? In the comments, say if you can hear us, because I'm not sure anymore. Anyway, back to that. So Percy goes up to Olympus, and like Mozart's playing, and he's just like standing in the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the doors finally open,
he sees like a narrow bridge towering over Manhattan, leading to a mountain of clouds.
Yeah.
Aww.
It probably looks so beautiful, and Percy's just like, how is this possible? Because you're looking over this is over New York City, where people would definitely notice. But then you're thinking again, well, it is like a place where gods are real, so I guess like they could hide it from everyone.
So, and then built into that mountain of clouds, there's a real live ancient Greek city.
Yeah. Percy describes it. There's like,
but it's not crumbling.
Yeah, it's not. It's new and it's beautiful. There's an amphitheater on one side. Next to that's a coliseum. There's some gardens, and there's like a whole neighborhood of just like mansions. And then
if there was like a whole bunch of pugs there, it would be like my heaven.
Oh. And then right at the peak of the mountain is the biggest palace of all. And Percy decides to just go up there.
Yeah, because he can.
So he's walking down the street, and he sees like teenagers who he guesses are minor gods. Yeah, he sees Antonio, the god of anchovies.
Isn't that his dad?
Anchovies. And he sees Stephanie, the goddess of stars. I'm making stuff up right now.
He sees people selling ambrosia on a stick.
And this guy.
Ooh, I wonder if that's like an extra long corn dog. Like from the rodeo, though. Like those are the bomb.com. Like, don't play.
But deep fried butter on a stick.
Yeah.
Ew.
Okay, no. But how about a deep fried Oreo? Yes, thank you.
That must taste delicious.
Yes, it does.
Anyway, so like as he goes, he sees like nymphs and dryads. They're like tuning their musical instruments for like a concert, and he goes, well, it's like no one even knows like there's gonna be a civil war going on.
Yeah,
it's like the calm before the storm.
Bummer.
That's wow.
So anyway, and Percy enters the grand palace of Mount Olympus, and he finds the massive throne room.
And there are 12 thrones, but only 2 of them are occupied. The one at the end and the one directly to the left of it.
Yeah,
or
and
left.
They're arranged in a U shape.
Just like the cabins on Camp Half-Blood.
Yeah.
At Camp Half-Blood. And the front throne is seated with Zeus. And I didn't bring the book, so I can't read the description of Zeus. But like
he's like the king of kings up in there.
Yeah, basically.
Mm-hmm.
He's like wearing this gray pinstripe suit, and he has like a purple tie, I guess. That's what I'm thinking.
And then they made like Poseidon sound like a broke fisherman, like.
And then Poseidon's sitting directly next to him, and he's got like black hair like Percy's. He's got like
his green eyes,
a stone cold face that got Percy marked as a what is it? Troublemaker, yeah, obviously. He's like wearing a Hawaiian shirt. He's super tan. He's wearing a Hawaiian shirt with like parrots and coconuts on it, and he's wearing like khaki shorts, and he's sitting in a fisherman's chair.
Yeah, his throne is a fisherman's chair.
Honestly,
honestly,
I think that'd be like if Daddy was a god. I think
but can he at least get like a platinum? Like, okay, Zeus's was platinum, if I recall.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was made of like and by the way, Percy described that the palace on Mount Olympus is literally just a brighter photocopy of the palace in the underworld. Like, it's basically like if Hades wanted to build his own Olympus underground, and then Percy starts to feel sorry for him.
Yeah. So I'm going to need Poseidon to have a fishing chair that's made of platinum as well. Okay. Just saying.
Hades got an obsidian throne. Zeus got a platinum throne.
Poseidon got a fishing chair.
Do you think he chose that?
Like, really? A fishing chair. Okay.
Yes. A fishing chair.
Can I at least get a mermaid like next to me, like feeding me sushi? Something. You
know? Mermaid feeding you sushi.
Something. But anyway, okay, so
Anyway, and then in like the place where you would hold like a fishing pole.
Poseidon is
he's got his trident.
Bermuda shorts, leather sandals.
Oh, I forgot the Birkenstocks. I already said the description. I just forgot the Birkenstocks. Anyway, so Percy goes and he kneels before his father.
And Zeus is like, whoa. Yeah. No, little man. He's like, oh, you must have forgot you were 12 in other places, but here you're 12. So I'm going to need you to bow down.
You're 12.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm going to need you to bow down.
Yeah. And then Poseidon goes, dude, no, he's 12. And Zeus goes, yeah, he's 12.
Yeah.
Percy goes, wait, I'm 12.
So Poseidon tells his brother, chill out, bruh. Chill out. It's cool. Like, he's a little dude.
He's a little dude.
Yeah, he's a little dude. Like, I'm still working on him. He's still trying to figure it out.
Working on him. The heck?
And then
like Percy presents like the Master Bolt to Zeus.
but Poseidon is not nice to Percy. Like he's
he's
not happy
he's
you're
not
here.
even talking to Percy.
Yeah, but he's not like a jerk either. Like Zeus.
Yeah, he's not talking to Percy, but he's not being a jerk about not talking to Percy.
This chapter kind of broke my heart at the end. I'm not gonna lie, but we'll get there in a little bit.
It did though.
So
this chapter was very sad.
Yeah. So Percy tells Zeus the whole story, everything that he knows.
Every single thing.
Yeah. And gives Zeus
Do you think he like starts with, "Look, I didn't want to be a half-blood.
Right.
My name's Percy Jackson." And he do you think he like told the entire lightning thief to Zeus up to this moment?
No, because I think Zeus would have struck him dead. He would have been like, "And please don't ever bring your friend Grover around."
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Or do you think he like did a simplified version of it?
Yeah, totally.
Do you think he made him sound? Do you think Percy made himself sound more heroic than he actually was?
Oh, for sure.
I mean, yeah, he's a 12-year-old
male. So Poseidon tells Percy a little bit about Kronos, but reminds Percy that Zeus has closed the discussion, so they cannot talk about it anymore.
Nope. And remember what we learned at the beginning of this: names have power.
So I feel like
what
Zeus reigns over Poseidon. Although they're supposed to be equal, aren't they?
Yeah, no, they're not. Because have you seen, like, Hades just rules over the entire underdead, and Poseidon rules over 75% of the world.
And Zeus?
The rest, everything else.
So they're equals.
No, they're not. So Zeus gets basically just, like, space and the sky and, like, the above ground, right? Poseidon gets the entire ocean, which, if you didn't know, covers 75% of the world, and Hades gets just everything under the ground. So it's not equal.
All right. So, anyways,
if I was to like put it on a pie chart, I say Poseidon gets most of it. Zeus gets a big chunk of it. Poseidon gets a slightly bigger chunk of it, and Hades gets the smallest chunk out of it.
So. Anyways,
after Percy's done telling the entire story, they have Poseidon and Zeus have like a conversation in ancient Greek, and Percy can only understand one word.
Yeah,
father.
And Zeus is like, "Don't you ever get up in that air again in an airplane, because I will strike you down, and that will be the last thing that you taste is the Master Bolt."
Yeah.
Like blowing you up, basically.
Okay, and I wanted to say that, so when I was like in elementary school, like 2nd or 3rd grade, my teacher and another teacher, they were having a conversation in Spanish, and we couldn't understand it.
That's really sad. I'm sorry, and we're mixed. I'm bilingual.
Well, we were all doing our work. I don't think we were paying attention to what they were saying.
Okay, even if you were paying attention, you wouldn't understand, and that's my fault.
And then
her daddy's fault.
And that's what reminded me of like Poseidon and Zeus having their conversation in Greek, was just that secret teacher language that they had.
It's Spanish.
I know, but that's how one of the kids described it. They described it was a secret teacher language.
Oh my goodness.
We were in 2nd grade.
Bless your heart.
We were in 2nd grade.
Bless your teachers' hearts. I should have given them better gifts. Anyways, all right.
Rant over.
Yeah. So he tells him to never ever ride an airplane again, right? And then as he says,
or ever like just be in Zeus's presence ever again. And then Zeus like flashes out of there.
Yeah. And as he says goodbye, Percy tells him that as he says goodbye to Percy, he tells him he's going to spare his life.
Yeah.
Just this one time.
Just this once.
Yeah. Poseidon tells Percy a little bit about Kronos, but he reminds him, Zeus is like, So
it's what is it called? It's a closed file, basically.
Yeah.
Like if there was a file on Kronos, there'd be no file at all.
Poseidon reduces himself to a normal man size and tells Percy, hey, like your mom's alive at home.
Your mom's alive at home, and then he tells her that she was a queen amongst mortals.
She's me in a book. I'm just kidding.
Not really. My dad's better than that.
What? Better than what?
Gabe.
Oh, faux show.
My dad's better than Gabe.
Yes.
Yeah. He's a little like Poseidon, though.
Yeah, your daddy is Poseidon.
I don't want to be a daughter of Poseidon.
Sorry.
I don't want to be a daughter of Poseidon.
Too late.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
Poseidon says that Sally Jackson is the queen among women, right? But he's like, that he does not wish a hero's life on Percy. And he's like, and basically you're still the biggest mistake I've ever made in my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Percy, I was like, oh my gosh, like my heart like was crushed for him.
Yeah.
I just wanted to give Percy a hug.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, Percy feels like he's being punched in the gut. And I noticed that during this entire thing, Poseidon doesn't call Percy Percy. He calls him Perseus, which is Percy's like real name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's like, you did well, Perseus. Do not misunderstand me. Whatever else you do now, whatever else you do know that you are mine. Like
that
you
like
are a son
from the Bible.
Of Poseidon. You're a true son of the sea god. Except he says sea god.
Yeah, that sounded like something from the Bible, honestly. Like whatever else you do, know that you are mine. Sound like something.
I'm pretty sure that's in like Proverbs and Psalms. For real. I think I read it this morning.
Maybe Isaiah.
Pretty sure I read it this morning.
Okay.
So anyway, as Percy walks back down Mount Olympus, everyone around him is now like watching him,
by the way,
and they're kneeling.
By the way, Poseidon tells Percy, "I'm sorry you were born. I'm sorry, just you were born. You weren't supposed to be born. I'm sorry that happened."
A lot of us weren't supposed to be born. Some of us were accidents.
Don't say that.
I mean, I was a wonderful accident. Like
you were very wonderful.
Yeah, my parents are blessed to have me. I was a good kid. I'm just kidding. No,
anyway, as Percy makes his way down Olympus, everyone like starts looking at him and like kneeling like he's a hero, which it kind of is.
Okay, he's 12, so
but he's a hero.
Yeah, he's a prince.
He's fish Jesus.
Yeah, he's a demigod.
He's fish Jesus.
He's not fish Jesus.
He's fish Jesus.
That means Grover is.
He's the son of the sea god, which makes him fish Jesus.
That would mean Grover's baby horn Jesus, and that's not.
No, that makes Grover Peter or James.
Okay.
And that makes Annabeth Mary.
So anyway, as he walks back down Mount Olympus, everyone is kneeling and
No, I know the great
he's
comparison.
A hero.
I know a great comparison, but I'm gonna get to that when we get to that.
And Percy takes a cab to his apartment. And who is he surprised to see meeting him at his door?
It's his mother.
His mama. Ain't no drama for the baby mama. And she doesn't remember anything, though, that happened between now
and the Minotaur thing.
The attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing, probably.
Yeah, honestly, it probably is.
Yeah. So, and when she got back this morning, Gabe told her that Percy was a wanted criminal.
And then Percy told him the actual story. Well, the actual story.
Yeah.
The story that makes him not a delinquent criminal.
And of course, Gabe told her that she had to go back to work immediately. Somebody had to make some money.
I hate him so much.
He's so precious.
I hate him with a passion.
He is just precious.
A peach.
Precious.
I hate him with a passion.
So
and I know hate's a strong word, but
Percy was like so upset. Like he was ready to basically like kill Gabe. Again, you're 12, Percy. This is a grown man. I
think he could probably take him. No, I'm just kidding. He can't take him.
He can take him with a bottle of Bud Light. Like literally, he probably just hand him one to distract him and then
right hook,
yeah,
left hook, uppercut. I learned that from camp.
But again, Percy is 12.
Thanks, Hector.
Okay, so I'm gonna need him to calm down a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but then he realizes that Gabe has hit his mama. And let me tell you, if somebody hit my mama, it would be on the. I would be preaching from the inside out, sister.
I would preach from the outside in.
So
you hit my mama, I hit you.
Yeah. So Percy realizes that Gabe's hit his mom.
Yeah.
And he's so mad, right? But his mom's like, "Don't worry, like I got this." And Gabe's like, "Where's my meatloaf? Hurry up!" And she's like, "I'm coming with it." So I'm like wondering, like, what you put in that meatloaf?
Oh, and then so before this, Poseidon had told Percy that there was a gift in his room, and Percy, I almost said Moana, but that's a different character. in a different story.
Oh yeah.
My story actually. Anyway, Percy tells Sally that he's going to give her what is in the box. And I guess she already knows. Because she tells Gabe that it's going to be surprise meatloaf.
So, and he can turn Gabe to stone with Medusa's head, remember?
Yeah.
And Sally's like, no, don't do that.
And like the last lines of the chapter was Percy going, I think, well, my mom was like looking at Gabe as if she was seeing how well he would look as a garden statue.
Ooh.
And who made garden statues in this?
A gnome.
No. Who made garden statues in this book already?
Medusa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So she must have a head that we don't know about in the fridge. So, and he asked his mom why she doesn't.
No, this is. I went too far. Didn't I?
No,
I did.
Well, yeah, but okay, but she refuses to let Percy do that.
Yeah,
but Percy leaves Medusa's head with her just in case, right? So then
Percy's
he asks
mom,
her.
Yeah. Oh, asks her what?
He asks her, why doesn't she live at the bottom of the sea?
Because Poseidon had offered to do that for her.
With Poseidon.
And she goes, well, sometimes a strong woman needs to be a strong woman. Women empowerment. Sometimes your book has to have women empowerment in it. And sometimes we got to do what we got to do. I can't let a god take care of me my entire life. Or my son.
But I could. Just kidding. No, I couldn't. So, and then he leaves.
Oh, yeah, and then he leaves because Gabe had threatened to call the cops. And said if he didn't leave in 5 minutes, he's calling the cops.
And even Gabe's friends were like, Gabe, leave him alone. He's just a kid. Like, his friends were, like, nicer than he was.
It was the one friend.
Yeah, the other one was like, laughing about it.
It was, like, the landlord, I think.
Whatever.
It's like, honestly, I like that dude. No, I'm just kidding.
So, that brings us to chapter 22.
The prophecy comes true.
Yes.
And
so the campers throw Percy, Annabeth, and Grover
a big
celebration
party. Because they're the first people to come back alive from a quest ever since Luke, which happened like 4 years ago.
Yep.
Everything's changed in 4 years. Something's changing in 4 years.
So Percy and Annabeth, they get to burn
their funeral shrouds.
Yeah.
And Percy,
which is standard procedure.
Yeah. And Percy actually thinks that it was fun, but he looks over at Annabeth's shroud and it's like silver with like stitched owls on there, and he looks at her and says, and he tells her it's a shame to like not bury her in it, and then she punches him. And then Percy thinks that it's fun to burn his shroud because since he's the son of Poseidon, there was no people in his cabin to make the shroud, and the Ares cabin had offered to do it. I honestly think the Hermes cabin would have done a better job.
But the Ares cabin is super mad at Percy for making a fool out of their dad.
So they used an old bed sheet. They around it they put smiley faces, but with the eyes X'd out, and loser painted in big red letters in the center of it. And Percy said it was fun to burn that shroud.
Sounds like somebody's a little jealous. Somebody's salty.
I bet it was Clarice's idea.
Oh, faux show. Yeah.
Honestly, I think the Hermes cabin would have done a better job though. Like, they would have actually done a decent job.
So, and Percy goes to sleep happy for the first time in his cabin. Yeah. And he finally feels that he's home. He finally
feels at home. And then, it's July, and we have a big fireworks celebration.
And Sally writes Percy a letter.
Yes.
She's like, you're never going to believe this.
But I've sold my first cement statue.
It's a life-size statue called the Poker Player. I wonder who she made that mimicking.
And she said that she sold it for a lot of money in an art gallery in Soho.
Wow.
Some art gallery person said that it was a great depiction of ugly art, I guess. Realistically ugly art.
I like it.
And sounds he wanted to buy it.
Or they wanted smelled to buy it. Like him too. Probably stunk.
Ugh.
I think so.
So anyway, she got enough money to put a college fund in for her at NCU.
So Percy and Annabeth, they're sitting on the beach. They're watching the fireworks.
And she asked Percy if he wanted to come home for 7th grade. Then said,
dude, he's only in 7th grade. Blows my mind.
I know, right? And then
I cannot imagine you going cross country.
No. And then she had asked Percy, because whether he was coming home, because she found a private school that he could go to in New York. And she had put in like a money for him.
So
I wonder how much money she sold that statue for. Because she put in a like for her to go to college and for Percy to go to a private school.
It's a lot.
That is a lot. I wonder how much she got for like. We're not even gonna deny it anymore. It's Gabe's corpse.
So
I'm not gonna deny it anymore. It's
good for her though.
She did, yeah.
Every single penny.
Yeah, she does. Saying. She really does.
So,
do you want to know a fun fact about this? So, sometimes in like mythology, Medusa is depicted as like a saver of women because she's depicted as like saving women from like abusive men and men that wanted to like use them. And guess what Sally did with Medusa's head?
What?
She turned her abusive husband to stone.
Preach.
Yeah.
Go Medusa.
Let's just say Gabe got stoned.
Birthday. Go Medusa. Like that's typically what he does. But anyway, so he was probably okay with it. So, right? I mean, let's be honest. So, anyway, so yeah. Grover is awarded the searcher's license.
And they said it was like the best. They're like the best that we've ever seen in so long. And we're just like, Grover didn't do nothing.
Nothing.
It's the bravest that we've seen in thousands of years. Here's your searcher's license, Grover.
No.
Here you go. You can go looking for Pan now.
No. And he seems older and wiser, and he even has a little horn. And now he has to wear his Rasta cap every time he goes somewhere because his little horns are sticking out.
And like he's got a thicker beard now.
Okay.
And he looks more like he's 28 or like he's in like his teenage years, not like he's in 7th grade.
Yeah. Anyway, that was a useless award in my opinion. Just saying, but that's just me.
Later on in the chapter, Mommy and Luke have a similar opinion on Grover.
Yeah, I think we all do. So Percy spends the rest of his summer devising new tricks and strategies for capture the flag.
And he continues to like train with other campers because they're more comfortable with the son of Poseidon now.
Yes. And so he's improving the camp activities and he still feels uneasy about
the prophecy.
What the oracle said.
Yeah. Like he sums it up. You shall go west and face the god who has turned. The god was Ares, not Hades. You shall find what was stolen, see it safely returned. It was the masterful and Hades' helm of darkness. And he saw those safely returned to the underworld and to Zeus. You shall be betrayed by one who calls you a friend. I mean, he said that Ares acted like a friend, but then betrayed him in the end. But that wasn't he's still kind of weird on that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then you shall fail to save what matters most. In the end, he failed to save his mom, but let her save herself.
Yeah.
So yeah, the prophecy is almost complete,
but not
except for like that one part about a friend betray you.
Yeah. So
should we get
the last night of summer arrives and the counselors hand out the summer symbol of Percy's successful quest.
Yeah. And it was a black bead with a trident on it. And Percy like he's so like it's awkward for him.
He's not used to it.
Yeah, he's not used to it. And then they all start clapping, and Luke goes, "Well, it was unanimous. Like we all realized that this would be the summer symbol." Rolling his eyes,
yeah,
eye roll.
And Percy's truly like in heaven. Like
yeah,
he's truly happy.
Yes,
so
he's found a family. He's found a friend who is a girl who happens to be a girl who is his friend, girlfriend. He's pretty happy with his life, but then summer has to end.
So, and he hasn't responded to his mother's offer about going
because
to live
he's
with
still
her.
Thinking he's just like 9 months of hero training or 9 months of like school. He's just like, well, it should be obvious, but it's not because like.
So he's postponing making that decision. Like he's like procrastinating about giving her the answer. That's like our life. Like
I love procrastinating.
Okay.
Especially about science, for which I'm going to be graded on.
Anyway, so the next morning he realizes that he has to make a decision.
Yeah,
Like,
it's the
I need to
last
make
day
a
of
decision.
summer, and like he sees that there is a form note on the side of his bed. It goes like, "Dear Peter Johnson." It was obviously written by Dionysus.
He's so funny.
Dear Peter Johnson.
Just really like him.
It is the last day of summer, and if you do not get your butt out of this camp, we will assume that you have. If you do not tell us that you're going to be staying at camp year-round, we are going to assume that you have left. We've gotten your butt and your belongings out of camp. Oh, by the way, this is not how the letter goes.
He's like, you don't have to go home, but you have to get your butt out of the cabin.
Yes, because we will assume that you have left, and the cleaning hobbies will start at sundown, and eat any unregistered campers. All personal belongings will be thrown into the lava pit. Good day, Mr. D. Dionysus, number 12 of the Olympian Council. Have a nice day.
Yes. So
then Percy says one of the most true quotes that I've ever loved. Deadlines aren't real to me until I'm staring one in the face. Because that's my life.
So he finds Luke in the arena slashing
Percy's gonna go
straw dummies, like with a sword. Like he's like
with a sword. What do you think he'd be slashing at dummies with?
I don't know.
A stick?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, Percy goes to cool off some steam off some cool.
All of the above.
All of the above. When he finds Luke in the arena, also like tearing dummies to shreds.
Luke is like a ninja warrior. Like he is out there, like he is holding no mercy for these little straw dummies, like at all.
Percy goes, well, he was fighting so intensely that I might have thought his life was actually on the line for this.
Yeah. So Luke suggests that they go into the woods to find a monster to kill, just one last time before summer's over.
Yeah, just like one last time as friends.
I'd be like, bruh, I saw you swinging that sword around.
Oh, like and by the way, like whenever Percy and Luke, they like have their talk after Luke is done literally mauling these things to shreds. Percy's just like, wait, that's a new sword that I've never seen before. It's also my favorite sword, by the way. It's my favorite weapon in Percy Jackson. It's awesome. So one edge of the blade. So it's like a double-edged sword. One edge is celestial bronze, so it can kill monsters. One edge is tempered steel, so that way it can kill mortals. And its name is Backbiter. What a perfect name. It's my favorite weapon. And Percy goes, well, I didn't know they made swords like that. And Luke goes, well, they don't. This one's one of a kind. Yeah. Percy's just like, well, I didn't think that you were supposed to kill mortals and immortals.
Yeah, you're not.
You're not, because you're, what is the word? You have brain cells, and the mortals did nothing to you.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So then Percy's like, oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Let's go ahead and go into the woods alone together with this sword.
Alone together, you and me, with that sword.
That you're holding in your hand. That you're
holding. And because, like, okay, and the only thing that, like, tips Percy into the bowl of, like, going with Luke is that Luke takes out a 6-pack of Coke. Like, okay, if you made it Red Bull, I'd totally be on board.
Red Bull?
No, not Red.
I'm like, girl, you don't need no Red Bull.
I meant Big Red.
You already got them wings. You don't need no wings. You don't need no.
I meant Big Red, not Red Bull.
No.
If you made it Big Red, I'd totally be on board.
If she had Red Bull, she would definitely be flying away right now. Fly away.
I totally meant Big Red, not Red Bull.
They go into the wood. Luke drinks a Coke out of the Coke can.
Where else would he be drinking?
But it's strange because they don't have canned Coke at Camp Half-Blood.
Yeah, so somehow he got it like through a Seder or something else.
Yeah.
So like, because they don't have like canned Coke at camp.
No.
And they don't sell it at the camp store either. And the magic goblets can fill up with whatever like thing you want. But Percy goes, it's not like as good as the normal like canned Coke. So anyway, like they're sitting at the place where Percy broke Clarissa's spear
by the
lake, not by the stream.
And Luke throws his empty can into the stream, so he's littering.
And Percy goes, "Well, the first thing you learn at camp is don't litter. The nymphs and the naiads will tell you that. Also, I will tell you that if you litter, I will throw your litter at your face." I will throw it at your face. I will find you and I will throw it at your face. Though I can't clean up my room for some reason.
No.
I can't keep my room clean, but I will throw trash at people's face
Not
because they don't throw it in the trash can. If I was there, I'd come out of a tree and I'd pick up the empty can and I'd throw it at Luke's forehead. And then I'd disappear back into a tree.
For whatever reason, when Luke throws his can into the stream, it's like an epiphany.
Percy gasps. He's like, you're a bad guy.
You're the person who's going to betray me.
Why isn't that whenever Luke throws the thing into the thing that Percy's just like, wait, you're the bad guy?
And Luke's like, That's him laugh. That's the way Luke laughs.
Okay, so my mom listens to most of the audiobooks and like
I read the audiobooks.
She reads the audiobooks and the voice that they use for Luke just sounds like how you would like
I don't know, but I love the way he laughs. He's
like,
and you're
like a dry cough.
Does he have bronchitis or was that funny? Like I
don't get it. So then Luke goes into like this monologue about how the outside world is full of like dangerous things.
Really?
I wouldn't have guessed. And then he he started saying bad stuff about the gods, and Percy goes, hey, that's our parents, you can't say that. And Luke goes, well, is that supposed to make me love them? Because I don't.
Okay.
No,
we got it.
We got it. Yeah, we got it. You don't have to emphasize on every single word.
So, and Luke is intending to kill Percy with this scorpion.
Okay.
And then leave Camp Half-Blood for good.
So, so the thing is, why a scorpion? You can't just do one good punch to the... You're 9... Okay, Luke's 19, right?
Mm-hmm.
Percy's 12. Okay.
I think if Percy could beat up, what's his name?
Ares.
He could probably take Luke.
He tries while the scorpion is like crawling up Percy, like after, well, this is like forward in the future. While Percy, not in the future, but like in the future of this chapter, while the scorpion is crawling up Percy's just
asking
like,
Luke a series of questions.
Why don't you just take me, like, just like take me in a fight instead? And Luke goes, well, I'm not as dumb as Ares. I have brain cells. That laugh would say otherwise. You have no brain cells left in you.
Zero.
You have 0 brain cells. The last brain cell was like incinerated by that dragon.
So anyway, Luke serves Kronos, and he feels that the gods are a waste of space.
Yeah.
And Kronos has made him feel like he's important.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a gang to me. Isn't that what gangs do usually?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so Percy realized that Luke's the lightning thief.
Yeah.
It's been totally obvious from the first. I'm just kidding.
And so Percy sees this thing crawling up him, the scorpion, and then he like slices it in half. But before he can slice it, it bites him. You're going
too far.
Am I?
I think.
No.
I think. Are you? No, you're not. Okay, you're not. So then, okay, you're not.
So. Anyway. So he leaves and Luke then leaves.
He leaves. He teleports with the sword. He like I don't think the camera didn't get that, but like.
And he's going to Kronos.
Or wherever, because remember Kronos is chopped up in Tartarus.
Oh, that's right.
Remember that.
Yeah. So he's going to serve Kronos forevermore, is what I meant to say.
Well, he's already doing that.
So the scorpion cuts. So Percy cuts the scorpion with Riptide.
I think we forgot to mention.
But the scorpion manages to bite him anyway.
Okay.
And then
you mean
Percy hobbles back to camp. First, he tries to go to the water.
Mm-hmm. And
the
water doesn't do anything. It's like smoking and turning yellow.
He remembers he has 60 seconds before he's a goner.
Because like Luke told him that it's called a pit scorpion and can like jump up to 15 feet, and it can if it stings you, it's gonna kill you within 15 seconds.
That's nuts.
60 seconds, not 15. That's a quarter of the time. And like Percy's just like, I bet Percy's like mentally counting. He's just like 1, 2, 3.
And he's hobbling
4.
back to the camp.
And then he's yelling for help. He's yelping for help. If you watch Paw Patrol, you know what I mean. Yelp for help. And he finds like 2 nymphs, and they're helping him back to camp. And then the last thing he remembers was a centaur blowing a horn, and one of the counselors yelling for help.
Yeah.
And then he wakes up.
Yeah.
And then he passes out, and then he wakes up in the infirmary, and his hand is just like completely not gone, but it's like completely wrapped till it looks like a club.
So Chiron, he concocts some medicine
Nectar.
for Percy. He gives him nectar and some other healing things.
And Annabeth is there to help him.
Of course.
But
Percy's still feeling weak. But he's happy to see Annabeth, who, again, is nursing him. Like the very first time he ends up in camp. Isn't that funny how they, like, it's like the same thing, like a full circle almost?
Yeah. So then
Chiron's there, too.
He's in his wheelchair, and he reported this thing to Mount Olympus, and he's just like, hey, tell us what really happened. Like, why were you with a pit scorpion? Where were you? Why is there a Coke cannon there?
Yeah, because Luke's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. He's like, we don't know where he went, but he's gone.
Yeah, so if he would have died there, it would have been the end of the story.
Yeah,
and Luke would have never got caught.
Yeah, he would have never gotten caught. Percy would have, he would have died there. Honestly, I feel like it would have just... okay, Luke had a sword. Percy had no weapon.
He did.
But, okay.
Because he killed
He had Riptide. But he didn't have, honestly, you could have just, stabbed him, through the chest.
Okay, he's PJ, though. You know? PJ ain't going nowhere.
I know what I'm saying? But if Luke had brain cells left, which I know he doesn't, are you just gonna do that anytime I mention Luke's brain cells?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I didn't even say it.
Actually, that's my new way to laugh from now on. People are like, is she sick? No, she's laughing.
No, she's laughing.
She's laughing.
Anyway, so if he had some brain cells left, which I know he doesn't because of everything that has gone on, then he could have just taken the sword that he had, the coolest sword in the history of swords, and just stabbed Percy. He could have even done a blood of Zeus technique and just stabbed him through the head.
So, and of course, Percy, even though he's still not feeling well, wants to get up and go look for Luke. Give me a break, Percy.
Come
You're
on.
12.
You don't even know where he is.
You were almost killed.
You have no idea where he is. He
Again,
can
you're
totally
12.
take you.
1, 2, 12.
He can totally take you. You're injured. He's more experienced than you will ever be, but right now, more experienced right now.
Yeah.
And
Chiron's like, so are you staying or are you going? I need to know right now because we got to go.
We got to go.
It's time, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then Percy realizes Annabeth is going home for the year to live with her dad, and she's taken Percy's advice. We forgot to mention that Percy had advised her.
We forgot to mention most of the stuff that happened.
To write a letter.
We forgot to mention most of the stuff that happened because I wanted to talk about the Luke stuff.
And she did. And so her dad wrote back immediately and was like, yes, we missed you, and please come. So she's going to go and stay with her dad for a year. And
I wanted to go into detail about the Luke stuff, but you didn't let me.
And then she tells Percy, when I get back in a year, we're going to go on another quest and we're going to find that Lukey Luke.
Oh, God. Okay. I have to make a, you know how sometimes whenever you say, whenever someone says a name in a show, they do the sound, they do a sound effect for it.
Yeah.
I have to make that sound effect, and anytime we mention Luke, I have to use that sound effect.
So Percy's like, yeah, that sounds like a great plan because we'll be 13 then and we'll be more wise.
Well, we'll be 13. We'll be technically teenagers.
Yeah. So Annabeth goes to meet her family on Half-Blood Hill.
And they're waiting for her.
Percy decides that he's going to go home too.
Mm-hmm.
What? That was not what I expected.
Yeah.
By the way, that was a total twist.
I knew
for me.
I knew he did it because I remember most of the stuff that happened.
Yeah, no, that was total shocker for me. And he thinks about his dad and wonders if his dad would approve of his decision. Your daddy don't care, bruh.
Yeah,
your daddy don't care.
He doesn't. He's already said, "I'm sorry you were born."
Yeah, you're my biggest mistake.
Your mom was a total fox, but I'm sorry you were born.
Your mama was hot.
Your mama.
But you
you ain't.
Big mistake.
Big mistake.
So
big mistake of my life.
So he promises he'll be back next summer.
He'll survive till then.
And he'll survive until then. And after all, I'm your son.
So he's talking to Poseidon.
Yeah.
Poseidon's probably listening to Baby Shark doo 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 Baby Shark doo 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 Baby Shark doo 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 Baby Shark. That's probably what he's doing. He's just
Mama Shark doo 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 doo. Okay, stop. So anyway, that is the end of the first book.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's the end of the Lightning Thief. What did you think about it?
I like it, but I think I like King Chronicles better.
Okay. I respect that. I
like King Chronicles a lot.
I love Percy Jackson. You like King Chronicles.
I mean, they're both good though.
Yeah, I respect that. So what do you think is going to happen in the next book?
So it's going to be a year later.
Yes, it's going to take place a year later. Percy's going to be 13. He's going to be in 7th grade.
What? He's going to have a little hair on his chin? No, probably not. But he's going to act like he does. He's going to act like he has a full beard.
Yes.
And he's going to act like he's 37.
Yeah.
And he's probably going to travel across the world.
So do you think we're going to see Luke again?
Oh, yeah. Well, they're going to go find him.
And where do you think he's going to be?
Girl, I don't know. Somewhere.
I just want you to make some hunches.
He's probably going to be, who is he following now? Or
Kronos.
No. Oh, it was Kronos?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe he'd be chopped up with him. I don't know.
So now that, did you expect like there to be a bigger villain in this story other than like the Lightning Thief?
I thought it was going to be Clarice.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
Only because she's such a butthead.
Mm-hmm.
And
Who else did you think that the Lightning Thief could have been?
Just Clarice.
Okay, just Clarice.
Honestly.
Did you ever think that someone else is going to betray Percy?
I feel like Grover betrayed him the entire time.
No, that's not betrayal. Betrayal is like you mean to do it. Grover didn't mean to do anything.
Okay, I know Grover knows he don't know how to fight. Grover knows he ain't kicking nobody's boot-ta-ta, okay?
Grover personally, I like Grover from the movies more than I like Grover from the books. I'm so sorry.
Grover knows when something bad's about to happen. He is out like a light. Okay?
What are your thoughts on Annabeth? We know your thoughts on Grover because you said it the entire episode.
Annabeth is sweet.
Yeah, Annabeth.
Grover's sweet too, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
but he's just not like... he's not who I would want to have my back. Like, I would rather have Clarice on.
You'd rather have Clarice have your back than Grover.
For sure,
that's saying something. You really don't like Clarice.
Because Clarice would but she would whoop some butt. You know what
I'm saying? She would, though.
And then probably try to kill me. But
okay, so from now on, I'm going to tell you like a little, like basically just a small what the book's about in like one sentence. This, for the Sea of Monsters, this is what it's called. This is the shortest book in the series. It's the smallest. We get to see new characters. We get to meet new characters. We get some unexpected twists. So for this summary, this short summary I have is called Just Expect the Unexpected, okay?
Ooh.
Just expect the unexpected.
All right.
Yep. And what are your thoughts on other characters? What were your thoughts on, like, I really don't want to say what were your thoughts on Luke, but what were your thoughts on Luke? No, that's not a thought. That's not a thought. What were your thoughts?
At first, I thought he was a really cool dude. Like, I thought he was really helpful.
I think we all did whenever we read the first book.
Yeah.
Like, at least once, we all thought that Luke was, like, really cool dude.
And then it turns out he was a scorpion in disguise.
He was a snake.
I loved, not Chiron, I loved Mr. D. He is funny.
Yes,
that is my bruh.
I love him so much.
That's my dude right there.
He's hilarious. Like, if you were, like, you're wearing, like, leopard right now, and that's, like, his thing.
Yeah, leopard's my favorite color.
Yeah. I totally think that you were, like, a daughter of Dionysus.
For sure.
Definitely.
Except I don't drink a lot, but...
Yeah, no, you don't.
I can.
You don't.
Just kidding.
Please don't. You don't, but, like, you're addicted to coffee.
I am. So if it was coffee, that would be...
Yeah.
Like, every time I tried to drink coffee and it turned into water, I would cry.
So,
and I would probably be very upset, too.
So I think it's time for, like, my godly parent reveal, which I've known for a long time. I took the godly parent quiz once, and I know this isn't like one of the questions, but we're gonna pretend like it is. So I Heart Percy Jackson number 57 says, so who are your godly parents? By the way, these are fake comments. I just want to say this because we said we'd answer questions, and we will.
Mine is, I don't know.
Okay, so we're probably gonna take the godly parent quiz one day or another. But I took the godly parent quiz once, or like a couple times. I normally get Apollo.
Wait, wasn't mine like Poseidon? Didn't I take it before?
Oh, yeah, you did, and you got Apollo, I think.
Okay.
So her godly parent's Apollo. We can obviously see that, but like she has some Dionysus in her. And I got Apollo. I got also Hermes and Zeus. But the godly parent that I associate myself with is Kronos. And if we've known from... What was that look? What was that look? I saw that look. Yeah, that's my godly parent. You have to deal with it now. You have to deal with that being my godly parent. Yes, I know Cronus isn't a god, it's a titan. I've heard that many times before.
He's a chopped up titan.
Many times. But yeah, that's my godly parent. So yeah, those are our godly parents. So what were your thoughts on like Chiron?
I liked Chiron. I liked him a lot. I thought he was hilarious, and I love that he remembers everybody's name like I do.
Yeah. Chiron is the one that gets everyone's name right. Mr.
My
G
bad.
gets them all wrong.
Chiron was awesome.
Chiron
I love a dude that has a horse's butt.
And what about our Queen Sally?
Oh, she was a sweetheart. It just breaks my heart. She reminds me of my mom.
Oh. Yeah.
Anyway.
What about Aries? Now we're gonna get into some of the gods. So like Aries, what were your thoughts on Aries?
I felt like he just thinks his,
all that.
Yeah.
And by the way, we realized that Aries was also like working for Kronos and Luke, I guess, because we didn't even get to most of the stuff that Luke had said when he was like cornering Percy. He went to this big monologue. We didn't even get to any of it, and I wanted to. I'm probably gonna do that in like a me episode where I just talk about random stuff, or just a me episode. And anyway, I'm probably gonna add that sound effect in. Yeah, I'm probably gonna add that sound effect a lot in that, so it just seems like you're there. So, what are your thoughts on like Clarice, Aries' kid?
You already asked me that.
Oh yeah, I did. You said like she'd have your back and she'd kick some...
She's a kid. She can kick butt, but she's just rude and needs her butt kicked maybe one good time.
Yeah. What were your thoughts on like Poseidon? Because we only got to see him once, and that was in the one chapter.
He reminds me of my baby daddy.
Yeah, he does. Reminds me of my dad. He does. Like, if my dad was a god, he'd be Poseidon.
Oh, 1,000%.
And then your thoughts on Zeus?
Zeus was like, hear ye, I'm so fancy.
And then your thoughts on Hades?
Hades was all right. He was just like down in the underworld. Like, who wants to be down there?
No one.
Besides Persephone.
I mean, yeah, I guess Persephone likes him enough to like go to the underworld for him, and then like go up to the overworld for like her mom.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that's basically all the characters. Oh, what about Gladiola, the pink poodle? What did you think about her?
If it was a pug, I would think something.
Okay. Yeah, I would think something.
Nothing of poodles.
Okay. Anyway, so the next few chapters, the first one is called, I think it's like My Best Friend Shops Wedding Dresses.
Ooh.
What do you think that's going to be about? So Percy,
Hello.
Who?
Okay, who's getting married? They're like 10. Okay.
So who do you think his best friend is? And who do you think's going to be shopping for wedding dresses?
Grover?
What? Why?
I don't know, because he's like 30.
He's 28, but okay. 28.
Who knows?
And then the next chapter after that is called Dodgeball. We play the Dodgeballs of Death.
Ooh. Sounds
Or
like
something like that. No. We play Dodgeballs with Cannibals.
That's fun.
So what do you think is going to be in the next book?
Somebody's getting eaten up.
So it's called The Sea of Monsters. So what do you think is going to happen in it?
There's going to be monsters in the sea.
Okay, other than that, what do you think is going to happen? So do you think, like, it's definitely going to be, like, Percy's element, because son of Poseidon. It's definitely going to be his element. Do you think he's going to, like, be offered a quest again?
See, this is what I don't understand. So it's a sea of monsters. He's going out to look for Luke. Luke knows that is
Percy's element. Yeah.
Why again?
Because he has no brain cells.
Obviously. Just saying.
Like, we have this grown bleep man. Like,
it's a shame.
You can't even take a 12-year-old. Just go back to your chopped up lord.
So anyways, well, y'all have a wonderful rest of your evening.
You guys have a wonderful rest of your week. We're going to be continuing the series. It's not just going to be the Lightning Thief. It's the whole Percy Jackson series. Maybe Heroes of Olympus. Not sure. We'll figure that out whenever we figure that out. I'll figure that out when we get there. Have a nice night, week, day, whenever you're watching this.
Bye.
Bye.